Saturday morning with Wheeler. What kind of coffee are we going to have today on
The Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler?
The Coffee Maestro is back Saturday morning. What's going on, Wheeler?
Super crazy coffee going.
All right, I might need it. Okay, we chose to stay in today. The weather's so-so. We could get out and hit some recycled rummage sales if we wanted to. I might hit a few when I'm out bringing in my packages in a little while. I've got a few orders to pack up. This is like a miscellaneous order with some Yakima Holly rollers and some other things to hold. That's not a Milwaukee drill, it's just bits and pieces. Hold stuff on the roof of your car. It's sort of a mixed lot, sold for $100+. I've got a box full that I did last night, 10 orders or something, and I think I've got 2 more at this point. I just accepted an offer on the key work sign. I've got to continue to move this big stuff through. The big stuff is awesome. I like to price it up and wait. I think I'm gonna price it up and wait though, and then on anything like that that's been around for a while, I'm just gonna take the offer. That one's going to Washington State, off the coast. There's an island there. I'm not gonna name it, but some big buyer out there is gonna enjoy the key to success. So we'll send that out once we get payment. What else is going on? Well, we're gonna do some more rearranging in the back room. I want to get another lot of things out to show off and organize. It's kind of a double-edged thing. Definitely need to do some listing today. I'm sure there'll be some packing. So let me get my coffee and maybe my brain will clear. Maybe not. What was that?
Coffee's up!
Coffee's up! Summer's here. That means all the coolers are gonna sell out. Most of them already have. Here's the Pabst Blue Ribbon new old stock soft cooler. It's not that old, but picked it up I think for $5. I already sold the other half of the lot and made my money plus back. $22 plus shipping. Let's ship that out. All right, we got to make some room. I got to be able to move back here, so twist my arm. I guess we got to take the Jeep. Looks like a nice waspy, wispy clouds, blue sky. Little breeze, definitely Jeep weather. All right, well, down to USPS. See if I can see any other rummage sales that I haven't hit that are off the main vein. There are some rummage sales, even on a citywide or whatever you want to call it, countywide highway sale that start on Saturday. Some of those can be good. People work during the week and they set up Friday night and then they run Saturday and Sunday. I don't know. Every rummage sale situation is hit or miss. If you hit 10 rummage sales, you're not going to get 10 hits, obviously. So my rule is if I have time, try to squeeze it in, hit them all. We do some drive-bys these days because you can tell when there's 2 or 3 tables and everything looks like clothing, or everything looks like stuffed animals, or everything looks like, you know, an Avon table or something like that, that it's not worth getting out of the car. We have hit a couple sales over the years that looked like nothing and turned into something big. And so even doing that, you miss out on the opportunity to tell people or ask people what you're looking for. In our case, you know, we're looking for cameras, and if that leads to a conversation that is an open conversation, we might start listing out some other things that we're looking for. And there is a certain percentage of those those conversations that lead to information being exchanged for a future date, or they tell you about a family member, or they pull something out of their house or garage. They might make a phone call. We've went on many goose chases, and some of those do pan out. Some of those pan out that day. Some of those pan out 2 years later. It's funny. I made a connection yesterday to the guy that runs the front desk at the post office. I made a connection with his mom. He's probably in his 50s or 60s, and I was talking to his mom. I bought a bowling ball from his mom and made the connection a couple towns away that this is who this guy was and this is who she was, and that's starting to open the doors to some other picking. So it really, even in bigger towns, I think it pays to make connections with people if you're in it for the long haul, for sure, because those connections can be the difference between getting a few items and getting in on the front end of a mega haul. Which a mega haul a year, you find one of these hauls in your niche once a year, that can be the difference between making a living and making a life. So when I was younger, like a lot of people, didn't really get it. Thought a lot about myself, very selfish, didn't see as far away from the front of my face as I should have. And you pay a price for that. You miss out on opportunity, you miss out on relationships, you miss out on a number of things that later in life you're like, oh shoot, yep. That's what happened. Here I thought I was struck down by some external factor, when in reality it was the way that you handled it. That's hard to see when you're in your 20s and beyond. There's a point where if you study business and you study yourself and how people interact, attitude and mannerisms and response versus react and all those things, how to win friends and influence people, how to negotiate win-win. Those things don't change overnight. You don't get it overnight. You don't crack the code. It doesn't become natural. You don't necessarily even see the value in it overnight. But if you start working on that today, tomorrow, start planting the seeds of win-win between you and your family, you and your spouse, you and your kids, you and your neighborhood. I'm gonna zip up this way and see if I can find a couple rummage sales. There's signs all over the place still. I haven't been to all these, I know it. Gotta buy something. I don't think I have a lot of cash along. I think I have a couple $100, so that could be bad. You start planting those seeds today. It's not too late, especially if you're younger, even if you're a middle-aged dog like myself. I guess even if you're older, old dogs can learn new tricks. I don't know, maybe not. There's a few I can't seem to learn. So enough for the sermon for today. But really, that stuff does pay off. We moved out to this small population area about 10 years ago, and for me, I don't know. I kind of have it's a mixed deal. I like to be private and to myself, yet there are rewards, and I do like learning about people and families and situations And so I can see the value in that, and certainly in the picking business, locally, relationships are key. And we actually have developed some interesting relationships in probably a 5 or 6 state area where if we're not on a first name basis with people, they recognize us, and you know, when we walk in, we generally get the attention of who we're going to work with and buy stuff from. And a lot of times we can make an appointment ahead of time, and they'll block out some time for us. That stuff, that's gold. That's the leverage down the line. And if you haven't started to develop that, or if you don't feel that you're developing that enough, you need to look at that. I'll talk more about that sometime when I'm not driving around. All right, kind of funny here. I'm driving around, and we went to rummage sales in this town, Colby, Kansas here. There's a cool old boat. And so, some people have rummage sales every year, twice a year. We've been there a lot. And some people have, I can't tell which ones I've been to and which ones I haven't sometimes, especially on a day like today. So I'm driving by and I'm trying to look for anything at the rummage sale that looks like I've never seen it before, which again is sometimes difficult, because sometimes the same stuff is there year after year, and you know, who knows. But when I'm in my van, everybody knows me. When I'm in my bright Jeep, everybody's looking. So it's kind of hard to tiptoe around the neighborhood. That's funny. So, you know, I'm looking for one score. I want to bring something home I can make $100 on, or $50 on. That would work. So I'm going to drive around here a little bit, see what there is to see. Head on a swivel. I know there's something out here. It's about 11:25 in the morning. That's not a great start for rummage sales, but there's something out here somewhere. Well, I almost gave up because I'm on, you know, there's about 6 main drags in our town, where if you hit those 6 main drags, you're going to hit 90% of the signs for all the sales. We've learned that over the years. Poked my head in here, hardly could tell it was a sale, and I don't know about super score, but pretty good score. Mini spin system. This is all right. I don't know how much it's gonna sell for, but cool little mini rod and reel setup. That'll probably sell for 20 or more for $2. And then an untested Super Nintendo for $3 with Super Mario World All-Stars and the controller, $3. Good grief, that's a great deal. I don't know what that'll sell for. I probably won't even test it, but it doesn't matter. Those consoles untested sell for 20 plus shipping at least. The game probably sells for something individually. Mario games, Super Nintendo, all seem to sell pretty well. The controller, $3 to 40, 50, I think, pretty easy. So I guess that's pretty good. All right, I'm still in the hunt. Well, I've got a big shoe budget in my house. I don't know who will wear these Jordans, but pretty good Jordans, used a couple times. Those are $100 shoes new, $15. I'll pick those up for somebody, or maybe resell them, but we'll give everybody first shot. I think I'm heading home. Actually bought those shoes from one of my old running buddies, sort of. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, we had sort of a loose running group where we get out and do track workouts and a few races and running, I don't know, a couple times a week, or at least once a week. And you know, times change, kind of fell away from that, but things move on. It's funny, you talk to people and they're like, they ask how Wheeler is, and I'm like, well, he graduated, and they're like knocked aback, like, oh my goodness. I remember when we were running with him when he was 10, 11, 12. What's he doing? Oh, funny. Uh-oh, speaking of Wheeler, look at that. He's got his board out. Oh my gosh, he's got his board stick out, selfie stick out. Doing the pro skateboard thing, I guess. Let's see if we can wind down our Super Jeep here and peek out at it. What's going on there?
A quick break.
Yeah, well, brakes are okay.
Got it.
What's that stick you're wielding?
Oh, well, the shots turned out pretty cool yesterday, so I'm trying the low angle selfie stick.
Yeah.
GoPro.
So is your foot size 8.5?
No. 12.
So we'll see who gets those shoes. I'm gonna run them by Lon first. I don't know if they're the right size. I have a feeling that those might be too big for her, but we got lots of people that probably will fight for those shoes. Date night tonight, I guess. I've been kind of beating around the bush on doing too much with Lon. I've got to go home here and have some lunch, and I've got a few projects to put back our kitchen after we did some painting and things like that. There's some racks and stuff that need to go back up, and some reinstalls and some new installs. I'm gonna do that, and then I got to get back in here and list some stuff. That would be good. That would feel good. List some stuff, move some stuff around. Date night, come back, do some more, maybe hang with the boys. We'll see what we can do. I got to uncover some more stuff for Banana Peeler. He's been, taking it seriously. I upped his pay for the summer, and trying to get him to list some things more than just belt buckles, but I do have some belt buckles for him, so keeping him motivated. He's got his log here of what he's listing, and I think he's doing a pretty good job with that. I'm able to look at his listings, and then if he says I can't find this, I help him Google it, and he's getting better at the research and the pricing and the keywords and all that. So I think he's gonna stick. I think he's gonna be able to turn the corner on the listing. It's listing's easy. Anybody can do a C grade listing. But to do a B grade or an A grade where your item is going to be found and it's priced right and the pictures are good and your language that you present in there is simple and concise and to the point, and hits all the questions that people have, that takes a little bit of a knack. And let's see, Banana Peeler is going to be 13 here. I think he's just about ready to expand into his own niche, whatever that might be, if he wants to do that. He's not as driven as Wheeler towards niches or cameras or anything like that, but he's a good kid and does a good job and fun to have around, so he is welcome anytime in the Crazy Picker Life business. There goes Wheeler. I'm gonna have to check with him. All right, what else we got? I'm gonna go do something. Okay, we got Banana Peeler in the office. We got some of the belt buckles found from our big adventure. We were looking for a box of 20 of them or so. Still can't find that. That's missing in action. I'll show you the disaster back there. So what's this one you just looked up?
It's Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, and that's a British car brand. We thought that would be a pretty good one. Show the back of that. It's attached to the belt almost permanently, or riveted. I think we're going to cut that off of there. I don't think we need that on there. Shipping gets messed up, and chances are that belt's not going to fit everybody. So that's a pretty good one. We've seen them at auction. What do we think we can get for that?
About $29.99
plus shipping. We'll start it at that. Jaguar's probably going to be a pretty good one. I don't know what the heck that thing is, and I don't know what that is either, but those are both vintage ones. We'll let you look those up and play around with them. Okay, BP got me looking for these belt buckles. I'm gonna have to abandon my project back here and get back to listing the rest of the test strips, and I'm about ready to shoot out of here for my out to eat date night. Does everybody want to see Lon tonight? I think I'll bring the camera. Nobody's seen her for a while. That'd be fun. We always like to see her. I'm not sure she likes to see us. I don't mean that in the wrong way. I mean, she sort of likes me, and she just doesn't know you guys, and she's not really shy. She's just not into it. Can that just be that way? I guess that's just that way. Not, you know, performing on YouTube or whatever, presenting, whatever you want to call this, it's not for everybody. And opposites attract. So if this is me, you can imagine, since opposites attract, maybe she don't like it. Whatever. It's not that she doesn't like it. Big time, she's just not into it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, well, I've been continuing to sort back here, and I just started a very small little row of SLR cameras, and I'll probably put as many other cameras out here. I started to open these boxes and just got into a small nightmare. I wiped a couple of them out over there into the corner. Oh boy. It's going to be worse before it's better. So I did uncover a bunch more stuff that I picked up that I'll be focusing on and listing, and I thought what I'd do is throw it out here, show you, and then I can put it up on my shoot, which gets it closer to listing. Panasonic tape recorders in there. It looks like it's complete in there. Sometimes I have a weak spot for these big heavy things. There are tape recorders and reel-to-reels that are really desirable, and they rebuild them and they're really cool looking. This is not one of them, but I bought it. This is JVC GPS radio thingy-majiggy. I paid $50 for that. It should go for more than that. Let's just say that. I don't know. Dremels, pick them up. If they work, it's better. This is one with the whole kit with all the pieces in there. I think I paid $5. Those sell well if they work. Certain kids' equipment, like hockey gloves, if it's a good name, sell well. If they're in decent shape, sell well. So I picked that up. Karate equipment, all those kind of things. BMX, off-road, certain equipment. This is a keyboard, which I think I'm supposed to take home for Lon because it has the numeric pad over there. I just got her a new MacBook Pro to do the accounting for me, and this is a wired or wireless keyboard. I don't know which, but she wants the one with the numeric keypad, and the MacBook Pro laptop thing does not have that. And I got another Magic Mouse along with that, so that'll probably be sold, and I think we'll see if she wants that. I don't know what this is. Some sort of vintage little bug thing that I picked up. I have a sort of a tin toy fetish. That one's not the best one. This actually goes pretty well. It's a Tamiya brand amphibious vehicle kit. If it's all in there, that's pretty good. Wheeler likes to pick up these gaming computer boards and pieces and fans. A lot of times those are pretty good. Remote start kit, new in box, should go pretty well. I don't know, this is a Harley Davidson branded peg of some sort. Let's see what that's going to be worth. Nintendo GameCube, and I bought it for the games. I don't know, there's a whole stack. One of them in there was, that's not it, Mario Kart for GameCube. That should be reasonable, and I thought there was one or two more that were reasonable, and I didn't pay much for that. This is unknown, but this is decent looking quality rock climbing equipment. If it is a decent name brand, which I think it's pretty good stuff, that should be good. That's a real specialty deal. A Merlin, and I don't know, I hope we got a better deal than $5, but it's a TI whatever in there. Wheeler keeps picking those up, even though they're good. They keep going down in value. You definitely got to check corrosion on them. And the new and packaged ones are the best. I don't typically mess around with these anymore unless I get them for $1 or $2. HO switch track backs. I think we got those for $1.50 each. We got a whole bunch of those. Train stuff. Some other games and stuff. I don't know what all that is. An odometer. Don't know, but it is old and cool and syllabus, abacus type thing. I bought 3 or 4 of these slide rulers. Those go pretty good now. Those are coming back in. Engineer nerd stuff. Xenon strobe, don't know. Wheeler picked that up. I'm sure we'll make a little money. I got this at the bins. This is a Bazooka branded Bazooka speaker. Should do okay on that. Okay, I'm going to move all this stuff out of here and up into my area. And then I'm going to continue to work on getting this pile of SLRs first and other cameras up. Got to put my camera where I'm going to bring it along and go out for a hamburger and a beer at our local place, Twisters. We went out there for the first time. We've lived here 10 years, never been out there. Have some sort of local stories that follow along with it. But actually, it's a pretty nice place out there. So we're going to go again. And Lon said she wants to explore the menu further. So we'll do that. Well, I earned some more points here. Forgot my camera. So there's Lon. Happy as usual, right? Is that a great way to open? Can't really see you because of the sun. So, what do you think when your man picks you up in a man van?
He's got a big family.
It's got a big family. Yeah, there you go. So we got the man van. Got my lady. We got some work to do before we go. Okay, so we got some rearranging of things at home going on, making way for bringing some stuff home from the office, and Lon has been working hard on the local classified buy and sell. And what'd you do? You put a shelf on there?
Metal shelf.
Put a metal shelf up on there, and she got a response today, a question. This shows you that there are some buyers out there that aren't so smart. What was the question?
Does this table have wheels?
So you got a metal shelf, picture of it on there, right?
Right.
And then you get a question, does this table have wheels? So it's a metal shelf. It's a wire shelf, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it a table?
I replied, no, it is more a shelf.
So you got pissed off at him? You took him to task. Did you get a negative feedback?
You don't get negative.
You don't get negative feedbacks on the buy and sell. So you can let loose on your customers. If they give you crap, you can crap back, right?
Yep.
Okay, we gotta go take care of some cardboard. I can't believe I've got a helper. This is awesome. That's where we're going, over there with all this extra paper. This is all the...
Grab the stuff on the porch?
I don't know. It just there's an endless supply, it seems, both personal. Let's check out her throwing style. I haven't seen this. Awesome, not bad. You got it back there where they can't get to it. Cover up that sign, then nobody will know what to put in there. That's the way. If I've got the camera, this is awesome. I don't even have to hardly do anything, but I'll try to do this big one because I don't want any trouble. Maybe I just should bring the camera along all the time. I get a lot better help. I'm not scoring any points here, folks. I better shut up. A little too crazy. Which one do you want? Uh-oh. Got too crazy with the super van driving. There, you just hold it out there like this and it looks like you're doing it right. Oh, there's the green machine box. Good job, Lon. Excellent work. Now we can celebrate. We earned our meal. All right, so here's a question that everybody wants to know. Is your husband kind of a wise ass like that all the time?
All the time.
All the time?
All the time.
All the time?
All the time.
Well, that was a fine cowboy burger I had. Whoa, look at the sun effect. Oh, better shade effect. Cowboy burger, curly fries. Lon, what did you have?
Philly cheesesteak on Texas toast.
And you get out of there with a few drinks. 27 bucks before tip. And of course, everybody knows how I tip. That's funny, nobody knows. Okay, I tip pretty well. Wouldn't you say, Lon? Yeah, too much for you. You wouldn't tip as much as I do, right?
Nope.
I'm an over tipper. Would you say?
Excessive.
Excessive tipper. Man. It's not a bad thing to be known for, I guess. So now what? Big plans? Go for a walk, go for a park hangout, go to, what's that place they had in Happy Days? Is that Heartbreak Hill? No, what was that called? I forget it, where they all went to make out. We don't have a place like that here in Colby. So I guess not. Okay, back in a flash. Pack night. All the big iron is in town. Thomas County Raceway. Everybody takes it pretty seriously here. We go to a race about once a year, so when we go, you'll know. Well, there you go. Date over, seat empty, back to the office. I think it's 7:44. Plenty of time to get some work done. I got plenty of work to do, that's for sure. So, let's see, what are we gonna do tonight? I got a few orders to pack, not too many yet. I think we got a bunch of auctions ending, and we'll probably have to relist those late. Oh, backroom stuff to do. We got to get that chute filled up with cameras, and I think I've got to finish off listing a few more test strips, and then I'm going to be into the good stuff. So hopefully while I was away, the boys have held down the shop. Hopefully they've listed everything. Would that be something? I could just come home and check things out, and you know, wouldn't have to work at all. That'd be all right. Could just sit back, count the money. Well, we're not quite there yet. Someday, maybe, when I'm 80. Getting close. Okay, I got my listing numbers. I got my test strips finally listed. On to important things like, how was the pizza? Looks like taco pizza. Looks like there's a piece left. Banana peeler, there's a piece left.
I had 5. Wheeler could only have 4. It was too full.
You couldn't eat it all?
Yep.
What happened? Let's get down to the bottom of this. There's a piece of pizza left.
Yeah, I'm full.
Too full from what?
Just finished one.
BP says he had 5 and you only had 4.
Yeah.
Your stomach shrinking?
Oh, they're super thick pieces. Those things are crazy.
I know.
Not get a lot of those on camera, man.
How could he have 5 and you have 4?
I don't know. He must have been hungry.
Man. I'm putting my number up.
Yeah.
18 listings, 524. So we're still keeping statistics here. Nothing's changed. 18 listings, 524. What has changed is we don't really have a June incentive. There's this big hole here, and I'm at June 3rd. I still don't have an incentive. I asked these guys, what do you want? What do you guys want? as an incentive, and you know, I got to come up with it. So I'm going to get my thinking cap on now and come up with it. Well, I'm 4, 5, 6 orders down, including that key sign has been paid for. Somebody's going to pay $200 shipping on that. Actually, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 orders down. And this is going to be the next item to list. It's not going to happen right now, but I'm going to show you because this is pretty cool. Let me get this out. Okay, now normally I wouldn't use my Schlitz hat as a bowling stand, but Schlitz and bowling go together, especially back in the 70s. This was given out to a lady who bowled a 200 game, which is a big deal, back in 1976, the 200th anniversary. And she got this as a prize. Let me roll this around. Look at that color. I like it. It's red. Now there's a better ball out there for those of you that are bowlers or looking for specialty bowling balls. There is a red, white, and blue bowling ball. It's awesome looking. Better than this one. This one is like the red. So you would actually need to have 3 prize balls in order to celebrate the bicentennial, red, white, and blue. But this is the red one. Now this is like a 13-pound ball, and it says Bicentennial BPAA, which is the group or whatever, the organization that runs the whole ball of wax back then, probably for bowling. There's a number on there, 6P89835. Award. It's an award, Bicentennial Award. That is a sweet piece. Now, if you try to find something like this, oh my goodness, it's not there. So this is a $10 purchase. Uh-oh. $10 purchase. Ooh, test strip call. Gotta go. Okay, so that's some local test strip money. I'm gonna have to go get the test strips, pay for the test strips, and then make some money. Oh my goodness, Saturday night is so tough. Anyway, look at that thing. There's none out there. That is crazy. $10 I bought that. I can name my price. Somebody's gonna pay me $100 very easily for that ball. I'm probably gonna be forced to start it at like $199.99 plus shipping. That's a crazy amount of money, but that is a hard ball for whoever collects these things, if there is anybody. That's a hard ball to find, especially undrilled. Try to find that. Now, I'm sure there are some bowling enthusiasts, some specialty bowling doctors out there, doctorate in bowling archaeology. If you're one of those people, leave a comment down below about this bowling ball. I would like to know some feedback on it. But that's a cool ball. Let's check out the red, white, and blue one, just in case you don't believe me. All right, so that is the creme de la creme right there of bicentennial bowling balls. It is flag-like. It has red, white, and blue. That is not what I have, but I have something pretty awesome. Now, when you go and look this thing up, oh man, hang on. I was all zoomed in like we were like too close for comfort. So when you look this thing up, what you do find is you find some patches from 1976, 1776, 1976. They must have had a promotion. They gave out a lot of patches. There's bowling ball bags. But during this promotional 1976 period, if you were skilled enough to bowl and hit a 200 game, probably was higher for men. I mean, I don't know what the deal is there, but men have a little bit higher average on bowling. There's a lot of women that are great bowlers. I can't beat them, but for whatever reason, a 200 game in 1976 as a lady, oh my goodness, that is what you got. That is insane. Let's zoom in from afar. Look at that. Oh, we can still go. Look, get right in there. Woo! Okay, we've got banana peeler in the Jeepster. We're gonna go out and get these test strips. It's like fishing. We're gonna throw out the line and see what we can snag.
Yep.
All right, banana peeler, we're successful. We've completed our transaction. Saturday night, we've got the test strips. As long as we pay cash, you get them all the time. It's crazy money. Nah, test strips are funny. All the brands go up and down for whatever reason. The One Touch Ultras right now are down in price. They'll be back, I suppose. We'll just keep buying them. Buy low, sell high.
Yep.
Where are we going now?
Back to work.
Yeah, I got Ulysses. All right, let's find a home for these and let's update our number, our listing number. We've got another $150. These will sell for $150. Probably pretty quick. Let's put them there. So we'll just do that. Gotta do my math. 19,674. Not a bad day's work. I didn't really get to concentrate on listing today for sure. I'm gonna go back in the back room and spend a little time back there. And then I think we'll probably end this vlog. So let me show you what we got in the back room. Reactions in the hood gone bad.
Whoa, what?
Camera reactions in the hood gone bad. You wanna come,
It's gone wrong.
gone wrong.
Gone wrong.
Gone wrong. So I laid out a bunch of the SLR camera bodies.
Jake is partying the hood gone wrong.
Yeah, this is the real deal here.
Great.
So here's the deal.
Okay,
So I laid out a bunch of the camera bodies. They're still, you know, mega accessories. That's a bazillion dollar tote, unfortunately. No, fortunately.
Fortunately, yeah.
I hardly touched any of this over here other than to find some belt buckles and take some of the non-camera stuff. This, you know, this is just all accessories, and those are good money, and all these are.
$30 average each on those little retina things at least.
Right. So let me give you what I think's going on here, Wheeler.
Yeah. Just pick an expensive one too.
Yeah. Not all these are working cameras. Not all these are good cameras.
Certainly.
There are some good, really good ones here.
Yeah.
This first little aisle is retina stuff. I didn't unpack it all. I didn't unwrap them all from the cases. Kodak Retinas give us the 30-second.
Kodak Retinas, we bought a big lot a while back. Learned a whole bunch. Now we know what to buy and what not to. There's good stuff, and I should say there's good stuff and there's better stuff.
All right. That's not really what I wanted to hear.
What do you want? Yeah, tell me what you want.
No, I'll take it from here.
Okay.
So Kodak Retinas are a high-end Kodak brand from what years?
1932 till 70s, something like
Okay,
that.
so
I don't have the exact.
many different models, very collectible. There's a whole tote of them. There's probably 40. I didn't unpack them all. I didn't mean to cut you off. I wanted the short version.
Yep.
SLRs, these are the cameras that you put lenses on, off, all that, film cameras.
SLR camera, 1938 to present. That's like the Retinas and that type of camera were preceded the SLR. Once SLRs came out, those kind of cameras kind of went obsolete. Those were the most common.
This is a rangefinder mostly. These are
mostly. There's
fixed lens
cameras. Yes, that's better.
And then what are these?
Twin lens reflex.
Twin
TLR.
lens.
So that's single lens SLR, twin lens TLR.
And then there's some of these, like this one is like a lens attached.
Fixed lens SLR.
A Nicorex.
Still a single lens reflex because there's a prism and a mirror.
Right. And a bunch of those. And then I did find, now there's more lenses. Remember, everybody remembers the big lens pile.
Yep.
Here's a few more lenses that I removed from said cameras. There are more in these boxes. I'll pull those out. Polaroid cameras, we lot them up now. There was a thing 5 years ago where like the buzz was gotta have one. Now the market's saturated. A lot of people are taking these and refabbing them, reconditioning them. The buzz is buzzy, but we don't deal with them one at a time anymore. So there you go, right?
Yep.
But we pick them up for $1 and $2, $5, whatever.
Yep.
I don't know how many are here, but it's over 100, especially with that. Probably, I don't know, whatever. That's a lot of cameras. What's your overall feel here? You think you can list these on Monday, all of them?
I could, but I'd say all the SLRs, not these. Those take longer. SLRs though are just snap, snap, snap. One template just flies.
So are you intimidated by this pile?
No, I've listed 60 in one day before. Last time we picked up a bunch.
The price range of these, take out the few that are really broken and cheap.
I'd say probably 30% are going to be broken. About another 10% are got light meter issues, etc.
We're starting at about $20 up to $200, $300.
I don't see any of that expensive in here. Elan 7's probably 100, maybe a little bit more. But no, these are all. Because if you have a working MX, so maybe 100, OM2N about 100.
And we don't know what's working and what's not.
Yeah, that's the deal. KX.
Okay, all right. So
Okay.
Kodak Retinas can range from 40 to, we probably don't have any super
900,
ones here.
I don't think we have any of that quite.
We've had some that are 800 or 900.
Yep.
These are probably
Lenses
average.
that come off of them that are that good sometimes.
Yeah, these probably average 50, 60, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then
There are Nikons that go for a couple hundred. I don't think we have any of those in here.
and then when you get into all these range finders, do we got anything good here? I see we get like an old Konica up there, and
well, there's a really interesting one. Aries, we've only had one of these before. This one seems to have a couple issues in the lens area there, but my fingers are a little bit weak.
Weak. What are you?
Falling apart.
90?
Yeah, apparently.
Good grief! You're 18. What are your fingers
Just
weak
like
for?
torqued my finger right off. It was like,
Oh my gosh!
fingers too weak.
I like these. They're visually stimulating.
Rangefinders are generally better than SLRs as far as value goes.
So here's my take. You can comment on it. All right.
Okay.
We picked up all these camera bodies at Super Wholesale.
Yep.
And they are good sellers, good bread and butter. There's some good pieces in here. We've learned how to ship these cheaper. This is not the big bucks of the lot. This is the bread and butter. And the big bucks for us are everything that's still in these boxes. But I wanted to show this.
Yeah, kind of interesting. It's kind of plasticky camera. That's a Japan only release. Kodak Pop AF. It's going to be an easy $60.
Right. So what do you think about my comments?
Yep, exactly. Bread and butter. I was trying to pick out the most valuable camera here. Just Retinas are going to be the most valuable, but either Acura Flex or the Yashica Matte there.
When you buy a lot of cameras, you got to take the bread and butter with the cake, and this is the bread and butter.
EFs are pretty good if it works.
Now we could take this and lot this up in 6 or 8 lots and do all right. But we'll sell this out. This is a few grand, and it's good money.
Camera I never had before, 7XI. The 9XI was even wider and weirder, but look at this body design.
Very wide. We wonder
weird. Like, what the heck is
we
that?
wonder why Minolta.
Never seen one. Those are actually worth $40. It's the only Maxim like that that's worth something.
We wonder why Minolta went out.
9XI is 100 and some.
Right?
Yep.
Now there is a Ricoh here. Did you see it?
Which?
There's a few Ricos. There's a Ricoh, and I took the lens off of it.
About a Ricoh.
CR5.
Yeah, is there anything good about Ricos?
Yeah, I thought there were some Ricos that were really good.
No.
None?
Not that I know of.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know.
Well, they make good copy machines.
Yeah.
What about this one? KR10?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They're generally rebadges of Cosina cameras, which are used Pentax K-mount lenses.
What about a Singlex
Those
TLS?
are cool. Those are designed by Nikon.
Well, I don't care. It says Ricoh.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying it's designed by Nikon. Nikon made a similar version.
I thought Ricos were cool. I thought we usually get a bump. How about
Oh, yeah,
Konica?
they're $35 each for these.
FC1.
Konica is another one of those brands. It's one of the worst models. The camera's okay. Not electronic. $30 each plus.
Right.
If working. Obviously.
Right.
People like mechanical SLA cameras.
Right. So if there's 100 cameras times $30 average, I guess that's $3,000.
Yeah, it's hard to choose the best one out here. I'd say that one's probably a candidate if it's working.
Now that I've done 100 cameras, the average is probably what? 45, 50.
Yeah.
If we include...
It's with the twin lens reflex and stuff, it's perhaps around the 55 or 60 range.
Well, if we include the...
include the broken ones, then
no, the Kodaks down there.
Yeah.
The what? What are they called?
Retinas.
The retinas. So we include the retinas. We got. I'm gonna say 45, 50. So there's $5,000 here in sales. Take shipping off, which now I ship these for $6.60 each. I put them in a bubble mailer. Thank goodness, a box and then a bubble mailer. Thanks who offered the comment on that, because I used to ship them for a lot more.
Here's funny here. This OM10. This little piece right here is $60.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? What
That little piece right there, it's a manual control thing.
Quit moving around so fast.
Oh.
I'm trying to give everybody the biggest hint ever.
I don't remember how it's removed, but there's
You can't remove it.
No, you can't. It's an optional accessory.
$60. How many of those do we have here?
Oh, there you go. We had one new old stock that we sold for 90.
How many do we have here?
Just that one.
So that ups
Only on
the
OM10.
ups the average.
That's why I bought that camera.
Yeah.
Remember, it was bought separately from the other one.
Well, okay, so let's play that game for a minute. There are a few other things here.
Yeah.
Oh,
This one's quite a mumbo jumble. This is
yeah.
a black top plate, black.
Let's see, where
body,
did I
and then,
see?
Like, chrome parts.
Where did I see this? There's one here that has all kinds of things sticking off it. Oh, I like this.
Yeah, it's
Some
the
whoop.
That's the one with that.
Some of
Oh, you
those
ripped it right
rubber
off the
pieces are worth money.
Yep,
Oh, is
that one
there?
certainly is.
Is it?
One of my cups. Yeah, Pentax one's even better, but no, Taiwan. Never mind. It's a repro.
Oh, never mind. It's a repro.
Well, still.
Still.
No, it's
No.
If it's a Olympus Mark.
Right.
And these ones we have like 70 in stock right now, so those aren't.
70.
Yep.
Well, they have been trickling out at
They do trickle out.
$8 each.
Yep. That's the
Free
deal.
shipping.
But we came across a bunch of them.
Okay, last comments in under 2 seconds.
This little screw-off piece is like $15.
Okay, goodbye. Thanks, Wheeler. Okay, sorry for the abrupt ending. I had to get out of there. I don't even have a hat on. I had to get out of there. This show is on a budget and, of course, a time frame. The producer is angrily tapping his... What do you tap these days? He's angrily tapping his iPad. I was going to say... see, I don't even remember anymore. What do you got? Your paper pad? What do you got? Notepad? I don't know. He's angrily tapping his iPad and he's sending some sort of a angry Wi-Fi signal. Okay, we had a fun Saturday. We got a few things listed, few things purchased, few things packed away, flopped away, laid out, ready for listing. We're gonna hit our $1,000 or more listed today. We need to do that. Uh-oh.
Gonna grab you another one here. I was just looking at the retina tote for 1 split second.
Did we find a nice retina?
Yeah, you know what's good about rodent stock lenses?
Yeah.
Rodent stock lenses.
So we take
There's a lot
that.
on there.
So we'll take that lens off.
No. Nope, so all together. But anyway, it also has the knob wind, so it's early or anything. But anyway, rodent stock lenses give it a double or triple premium at least.
So that would be $100 or more.
This one here is probably because it's actually interesting how they customized it. They took the leather head off.
It's ugly.
I
Yeah.
have to test it out, test the shutter, but in part shape, 200, 250. In working shape, like 600 or 700.
Huh.
I don't think this one's probably in the 300 range.
300 range.
Yeah, this. Yeah.
We paid.
You got this for so long as there.
300 probably for the tote.
Take on there.
I think we paid 300 for all those.
Take for 25 on there.
No, I know, but I think we paid.
Oh yeah, we paid it all in bulk. We get paid a fraction of that even.
Right. I mean, it felt like a lot of money at the time.
Yeah, I'm surprised. That's crazy.
Well, 300 seems like a lot of money.
Yep.
Until one of the cameras is 300.
Exactly.
Wheeler, finish it up. Wrap it up.
We had a retina lot. We had 3 of those, and they all sold.
Well, I know. Wrap it up.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we bought a retina museum basically probably 3 years ago. It's over 100 cameras, a bunch of miscellaneous lenses, and the accessories for the retinas where the money was. But
We turned 5 grand into 20,000. Not bad, a lot of work, a lot of learning. Now, I've created a camera genius. Thank goodness, I can get dumber and dumber. The dumber I get, the smarter he gets. You know, my compass still, I have a business compass, right? Somebody has to. I'm watching this documentary, and then I'll end this vlog. I know some of you are like, shorten the vlog. And others of you are, you don't need to shorten it. Just turn up the speed. You can hear dealer at 2 times speed. You can turn it. Dealer at 2 times speed. Are you kidding? There are jewels hidden in here. You don't need to go 2 times.
Sometimes I wish there was a 4 times speed option. Roasted.
Oh my gosh. Disrespected by my first son who's going to inherit all this. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm watching this documentary on the Ramones, and it turns out, now the Ramones, they're a fast-paced rock/punk band, and some would say they're insane. But when you listen to them, one of the guys in there had a business sense, and the other 3 or 4 totally insane. Draw your own conclusion, draw your own dots, connect the dots, make your own popcorn. Well, the thing I didn't do is I didn't pack my orders, which means come Monday, thank goodness there's no school. No reason to teach the kids. I will be coming in early, but I'm carrying over like 11 orders. By Monday, I'm sure it'll be 25 plus, including that big sign. Oh no. Thanks for watching. Pick well, list often. And if I'm not doing this at the beginning of the show, I need to welcome everybody. I am not in the swing of this. Welcome, fellow pickers, would-be adventurers. Pick well, list often. Those need to be there, right? Please give us a thumbs up if you like our show, because that thumbs up translates to Google Boogle. Thanks for watching. Dealer out.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer Production.